The Barbie movie is many things to me. A blockbuster hit, a compilation of Ryan Gosling, a musical which I absolutely despise with my heart and soul, and a combat of gender stereotypes. Sure, it's a film adaptation of a toy appearing in the pink aisle at your local retailers, but there are many things around gender that the Barbie movie is trying to tackle. Let's cut the bullkins and get right into it. You may be thinking, what does Barbie know about gender? Okay, maybe the whole fact of the females liking pink because it's everywhere. But let's go back to the decade where the idea of Barbie was born. Now sure, there are many genders, but let's stick to just two common gender types, male and female. Throughout the years, gender representations have changed from advertising
to help a man look, feel, and be his best.
Movies, plays, radio, role-playing in playgrounds. There are many forms on how we see a specific gender. First off, gender representations are what we see from a male or female. In the 50s, men were seen as tall, handsome, strong, masculine, and women were seen as pretty, beautiful, demure, mindful, cutesy. Anyways, females were seen playing in a media role as housewives or mothers, because since society hasn't seen them as like tough or masculine, this was swept under the rug. Let's take a look at this poster, because honestly, if I can't stand the 50s film quality, then you can't too. Taking a look at this poster, made in the 50s by Budweiser?
Budweiser.
Sure. You can see some aspects that a woman and man would, keyword, stereotypically have. For example, she is wearing a rose patterned shirt with a green skirt holding a handbag. She is cooking something whilst her man partner is taking a sip of the beer. The man is wearing a shirt and a tie and black pants. Pretty much a simple attire for work. Now, let's just throw a bunch of posters on the wall for each decade. In the 70s, we have an orange to white art style which is portrayed in the 70s show poster. I know, so clever. Men have mustaches, suits, and a handsome afro. Women have a dress and usually in bold colors like black or red. We can even look at their position as they show off their shoulders. I'm sorry, why? The 90s poster shows two main protagonists starring in She's All That, a 1999 film. The poster shows a man wearing a jacket and hair slicked back. The female is wearing a black dress. That's pretty much it. For the 2000s, we can move on from movie posters to magazine covers, where this, oh god. This figure is wearing a suit and a close-up shot. Women are shown with full shots, meaning shots of their whole body, and there are bright colors around them like pink, red, or white. Now, after all that, we can actually review what Barbie is. Barbie started as a toy made to empower women. We can actually see this in the overview of the Barbie movie.
Barbie changed everything. She might have started out as just a lady in a bathing suit, but she became so much more. She has her own money, her own house, her own car, her own career. Because Barbie can be anything, women can be anything. And this has been reflected back onto the little girls of today in the real world. Thanks to Barbie, all problems of feminism and equal rights have been solved.
But over time, Barbie has turned into a stereotypical symbol of women, and women in real life have to tackle these stereotypes. Even if women play many roles through Barbie, society still wouldn't see women as nothing more than a model, housewife, or show to impress. Now, does it matter if either men or women see Barbie or any movie involving a female protagonist with strong feminism themes? Honestly, no. I don't see that. Sure, it may have mattered back then, but when it comes to right now, at present, men shouldn't have a problem seeing any movie involving feminism, because it gives a woman's perspective that the movie is trying to tell. Let's look at Barbie and give an analysis on what they are trying to achieve here. Because obviously, when I saw Barbie, I thought about the plot and the visual effects and how everything is pink. First, Barbie is seen in a world where women are dominant over men, also known as Barbie Land. Men are for show and they want to be impressed, and the women see themselves as the core part of how the world runs. Barbie then thinks about death, somehow can't stand on her tippy toes, and heads to the real world to find her user. Ken finds out that men are dominant and respected in the real world, and head back to inspire that to other Kens. The Kens take over Barbie Land and see themselves as dominant. Barbies execute a plan to stop the Kens, and Barbies now have control and stop the decision that would alter their world. But something interesting happens. You think that Barbie would be dominant over men again, but that's not the case. Barbie and Kens now agree to share equality and not having to prioritize one another because of their gender. Everybody wins!
No, they don't.
From advertising to magazines to radio to music to podcasting, I could go on. It's crazy. Gender representations were created mainly for media, because media is everywhere. You can never hide it unless if you live under a rock metaphorically or you live in a basement literally. Everything that you see represents females from color, soundtrack, and clothes. It defined what women are seen today. Same for men too, from clothes, personality, and colors. The creation of the Barbie movie was meant to defy the stereotypes of women and men being shown. Nowadays, in the present, when Minecraft is getting a movie adaptation, oh my fuck. Women are seen as an empowering role, and men are mostly not seen looking down at them. It shows how media and gender representations can really change and how it is influenced audiences. Now, if you excuse me, can we talk about Will Ferrell and how it is straight up from the Lego movie? He's not even a man or a woman. He is a whole new unit and personality.